Namaste, my darling, beautiful Cancerians. Thank you so very much for joining me here this week. So, for this week, I decided to do something a little different. Rather than doing a 3 card, 3 suit reading, I've done 12 individual readings, 3 card for each sign. So, this reading that I'm doing right now is for my darling Cancer collective. So for you, my darling Cancers, and I haven't looked at any of the cards. I just tuned into Spirit and I asked Spirit to give me the messages that the collective of that sign needs most for the week of November 10th to November 17th. Okay, so 3 decks that I've used, and the very first deck is the Spirit Animal deck, because spirit animals, tend to have some very big messages for us. And for you, my darling Cancerians, you got the Coyote Spirit. The Coyote Spirit. Amazing and beautiful spirit animal. You could be in a rural area where there are coyotes, or this animal may resonate with you in some way. It could be a totem animal for you. But the message that the Coyote Spirit has for each of you, my darling Cancerians, is to trust in divine detours. Trust in divine detours. So this could be a time in your life, my darlings, that everything that you were building or working towards or planning to do has now redirected. And you could be feeling like you're at a place in your life where you were not expecting to be. Okay, that's what it's kind of. The coyote is kind of a trickster energy, and so that's the energy that Spirit is bringing forward for my darling Cancerians. And you're probably thinking, what the heck kind of a joke is this? Because I don't need that trickster energy. But I want you to keep something very important in mind, my darling Cancerians. Sometimes, we get pulled in directions, or we may go around and around in a certain situation, circumstance, whatever it is. And we wonder, how am I back here again? Or why am I even here? But there is a lesson that needs to be learned through this process for you, Cancer. And if not for you, then for someone around you. Okay? And I need you to understand that that could be what is happening and why Spirit is putting you through this little bit of a ringer or a hoop at this time. Now, you're being asked by Spirit to really trust in these divine detours that you're going through, to find that little safe haven in between all the chaos and all the frustration and everything you may be going through, and just, look at the funny things that might be happening around you. Have a good laugh. Allow yourself to be free and to trust in Spirit, because I really do feel, my darling Cancerians, you have a lot of help from the spirit world. And please trust and believe that sometimes we are detoured because of something better that's coming our way. Okay? So that's what I want to relay to you through the Coyote Spirit. The number 16 could be significant for you. The number 1 could be significant for you. And the number 6 could be significant for you, my darling Cancerians. Also, feel free to just do an angel number search on, Google, and find out what those numbers are meaning, because those are the numbers that the angels have for you. Again, 16, 1, and 6. The second suit of cards that I used, my darling Cancerians, was a love deck. I thought I'd just spice it up a little bit just to kind of see, what Spirit has to say in regards to love. And surprise is what you guys got. Surprise, my darling Cancerians. There are surprises coming towards you. I do feel for those of you that are in a partnership, and if things haven't been the best or they've been stagnant, they won't be that way for much longer. There will be a little bit of fire that is going to light up in that relationship. Okay, you can be sure of that. And for those of you that are single, definitely a surprise. So, as you're going through these detours, keep your eyes open because Spirit may just have a magnificent surprise for you. Okay, darling Cancerians? But you are definitely about to be surprised in the realm of love. And it could be new love, it could be returning love, it could be love that is with you right now, but it is full of surprises, that's for sure. Okay, my darling Cancerians? And for the very last card, for those of you that picked this, or sorry, I'm not doing suits, I'm doing Cancerian message. I get so used to those pick the suit of, right? 7 of Raphael, my darling Cancer. 7 of Raphael. So, it's really time for you guys to make a decision at this time. So there's something that you've kind of been contemplating on, procrastinating on. Maybe plans aren't quite going, and this very much resonates with the coyote spirit message. I feel like you're going, there's a million things you need to accomplish, or one big thing, and it's just not working out, and how do you get there? And overwhelm is what I kind of feel for this week. So first and foremost, my darling Cancerians, take time to rest, to relax, to rejuvenate, to meditate, to pray, to just be mindful of everything around you, to be mindful of yourself. And then be clear, my darlings, on what it is that you are wanting. Be very, very clear, because Spirit is hearing, okay? And then you're being asked to move forward, to take action. Now, I know we're in Mercury retrograde. We have Jupiter retrograde in Cancer. So you guys could be feeling this quite a bit right now. So you could really be at a standstill. And, especially with Jupiter going retrograde in your sign. So that's okay. This is a wonderful time to revise, rethink, to recalibrate, to do that inner reflection, to redirect yourself. So utilize this time, my darling Cancerians. I'm also getting, because of the color of this card and it being the beloved Archangel Raphael, whose name means, God heals. This could be a time, my darlings, to detoxify in your life. If you're going through any sort of health issues, mentally, physically, emotionally, Spirit is saying to pay attention, to detoxify, and to eat better, to sleep better. And you may even find, because, all of this energy around you, and all that's going on politically, that your mind could be, becoming a little bit more negative. Could be what you're watching or people around you, and you're really being asked to detoxify. Just get back to where you were, because I really do believe and feel, Cancer, my darling Cancerians, that you guys are leaders and you're here to lead others in a very positive way. That is your divine, soul plan and purpose. Whether you are working, whether you are retired, I really do feel that that's something, service that you will be doing, even if it's in retirement. So just detoxify, get back, to your higher self, get into the practices that you maybe used to do that you haven't had time to. And that rebalancing, sleeping better, eating better is going to realign you again. Okay, my darling collective of Cancer, those were your special messages for the week of November 10th to November 17th. Thank you so very much for joining me this week. If you resonate with my readings, please, 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 subscribe to my YouTube channel, my website, and leave a comment. It really helps me, and it's a beautiful exchange of energy. Thank you so much. I wish you all a magnificent week ahead. All my love. Namaste.